30-point game of the season as the Aces rolled to their 14th straight win. Here's how she did it. A'ja Wilson taking the top spot in the MVP race. 4:30 left in the first half. Aces lead. A'ja Wilson with the drive into the paint and the spin there. Gets the mid-range jumper. Aces lead. 5:40 left in the third. Aces lead here again, and A'ja again. Again, they win 80-66 to extend their win streak to 14. Wilson had 101 MVP odds at ESPN Bet Sportsbook when this 14-game win streak began. Now, she's the favorite at minus 400. That's after she's averaged 27 and 12 during that streak. Let's go to Fever Mystics. Caitlin Clark announced that she's out for the rest of the season. Fever up 49-40 with 6:25 left in the third. Kelsey Mitchell gets the steal, takes it to the hoop here for the layup. Fever up 11. 8:15 left in the game. Fever up 67-51. Natasha Howard gets the layup here, puts her team up by 18. Check that. Then she led her team, by the way, with scoring 17. Fever win 94-65. Clinch a playoff spot as well. Sparks taking on the Wings. So Sparks up 51-50. Here midway through the third, Kelsey Plum. Step back, hits the three from 27. That puts them up 4. Wings up 1. 4 seconds left in the third. Sarah Ashley Barker with the assist to Julie Alleman, who hits a 3, putting the team up by 2. She led the Sparks with 21, going 8 for 8 from the field. Sparks win 91-77 and stay in the hunt for the playoffs. Just 4 days left of the WNBA season. Here's where we stand. The 2 through 4 seeds are separated by a game, and just one playoff spot is still up for grabs. That'll go to the Storm with a win or a loss by the Sparks in any of their final 2 games. All right, we have Storm forward Gabby Williams joining us here now. Gabby, 7 teams are locked in now, and you and the Sparks, okay, for that last playoff spot now. So how are you and your teammates approaching this last week here?
It's do or die right now. I think we want to keep our own destiny in our own hands, and we don't want to rely on a loss by LA. So hopefully we can get this win tomorrow against Golden State.
All right, your first-time All-Star this season. How do you find your stride this season with Seattle doing what you guys have been able to do this season?
Me personally, I'm just trying to be whatever the team needs in whatever given night. I think with my versatility, you know, if it's defending or playmaking or scoring, just trying to be whatever Coach Quinn needs from me that day.
Your teammates have called you the defensive anchor of the team, and you know, certainly you've been fantastic this year, as many steals as anyone in the league. And for you, though, what separates you from the rest of the pack individually in that Defensive Player of the Year candidacy?
Well, one, I really want to see a guard win it. If it's not me, I hope it's another guard. It's been way too long since we've seen a non-post player win it. But I think just, you know, like I said, my versatility, I want to be able to like plug a lot of holes in our defense, you know, be able to switch, be able to cover up a lot of mistakes that we make, or just take a little bit more risks, you know, and just get us going on the offensive end, but starting out on the defensive end.
Well, you led me right to my next question, which is perfect, okay? So you have 98 steals, 3 shy of the WNBA record for a single season. What goes into the artistry of getting those steals?
Honestly, it's not great defense either to just like go for steals all the time and be out of position. So the way I try to get mine is just knowing what's going to happen before the play happens, which takes like a lot of watching film, a lot of scouting, knowing player tendencies, knowing what kind of offensive actions teams like to get into, and just trying to be one step ahead.
Well, anticipation for sure. Now, you mentioned it isn't great to always go for steals. I'm sure that sometimes you want to play, or your coaches want you to play within that team concept. But at this point, they clearly trust you to freelance when you need to, because it has led to so much success.
Yeah, I think the coaches trust me, and they know that I'm only going to take risks when I feel that we'll have a good outcome on the other end, and that when I need to play solid defense, I will play solid defense as well. But like I said, when you have the right anticipation and you know what's going to happen, it makes the steal a lot easier as well.
Gabby, during the All-Star break, you guys wore those T-shirts that said, "Pay us what you owe us." How would you suggest the CBA be improved for you and your colleagues?
I think the the league is a bit focused on the next 2 years. Yeah, we know we can improve salaries from what they are now, but we're focused on the long run. We're focused on players who are going to be in this league even after we leave, which means we have to improve our share of the revenue. And I think as long as the league focuses on that, we'll be able to come to an understanding, and it'll benefit all women's basketball players, all women's athletes for decades to come if we're able to get this done correctly.
Well said, Gabby, for sure. Now, let me ask you this before we let you go. A couple of Huskies went into the Hall of Fame, right? Maya Moore, Sue Bird. You got to play with Sue in her last season. What did you learn from being around her?
I feel like Sue taught me how to play basketball, for real. I learned so much from Sue Bird in 1 year, in just 1 year. I mean, and she was the type of captain, point guard that would just like send you clips to your phone of just like, hey, Gab, I'm watching film and I think this is what we can do. You know, she'd sit down with me and figure out what I like to do. And yeah, just obviously she's just the smartest player to ever play basketball. So I would just go home and take notes from everything she would tell me every day in practice. Yeah, and certainly a great mentor and teacher to have, even in that 1 year, for sure. Gabby, best of luck this week. Thank you for joining us today, and take care. Thanks again.